YouTube, welcome in. Turn this down real quick, turn that off. Welcome into the Turismo-Russdog live stream. This is my 5th YouTube live stream ever. Just on here having some open lobby fun with update 1.70, new hypercars. I'm trying to lock in. If you have any recommendations, any constructive criticism you'd like to put in chat about how I can make the stream better, just go ahead and let me know. We're gonna go ahead and lock in. I'll go ahead and put a lobby ID in the chat right now. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Let's see what we got. Got room ID. S3 QRLM. Room ID is up in the chat. Welcome in, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Try to lock in, have some fun. If you could take any tips or tricks on my driving style, how I approach a corner, how I drive in traffic, feel free to drop a comment on how it helped you, and let's get it on. Ooh, wrong car in this one. Tell you what, we'll go with the sign on the wall right there. Let's bust out the BMW. I think this is the slowest one, but let's see what we can do with it, chat. Whoa, a little too spicy on that one. Nurburgring King, there you are. Yeah, you didn't see that. Let's roll, bro. I'll wait for you a little bit. Oh God, what am I doing wrong right now? Dirty tires, I think that's what it is. They just never got clean. I was about to say, this thing felt like a freaking brick. Hey, welcome into the stream if you're just hopping in. This is my 5th YouTube live stream. We got an open lobby right now, room IDs in the chat, using the new hypercars and going to all the legendary tracks. We did some Nordschleife for a while, but switched it up. Did some Circuit de la Sarthe. A few other tracks. Now we're at the 24. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no, he's slowing down for me. Hey, shout out Nurburgring King. That man has some pace. A legend. Go check out his YouTube channel as well. Should just be the Nurburgring King. I am forgetting what it is actually called off the top of my head right now, but I think if we go check out his profile, we'll be able to see. Measure that corner with second gear. Seems like a pretty universal gear for any car. That's just being on the safe side too, honestly. The guys that are probably pushing more pace than me around here just flick it up in third through there, but gotta get used to this downforce on here. Nerber's fast in these, I'll tell you what. Yo, that guy's already right there again. Whoops, I'm all distracted. Oh my god, I sent it. Oh, I got dirty tires, bro. That ain't gonna work too well through here. Sheesh. I need to take some lessons from this man right here, around here, in this car. Just flying. Ah, a little too fast, a little too fast. Hey, good stuff, Nürburgring King. That man is a legend. I'd expect nonetheless, though, from a Nürburgring King to... Oh, oops, dirty tire still. To be dominating. Alright, let's fire this up. We had basically one full outlet. Let's go ahead and warn the chat. Hey, if you're just popping into the stream right now, welcome in. Thank you for joining. This is my fifth YouTube live stream ever. If you have any constructive criticism, any comments, anything, just go ahead and put it in the chat. Let me know what I can do better, and I appreciate you being here and giving me your time. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in and do this. Still trying to get used to the whole looking over at the camera and talking and streaming, so I appreciate you. I still have yet to get like a little note or something to put up center with the camera, so I remember to look center and not actually at OBS on the screen. We'll get over those hurdles though, one at a time. I feel like as long as I remind myself before each race or something, we'll just start locking in as being a normal thing. Holy moly. I'm driving this thing like a boat. That's it. Oh no, my man wrecked. Just gotta lock in though. That could happen to me real easily. Yeah, that guy is flying, bro. Holy crap. My bad, nerd. My bad, bro. Definitely don't want to cause a wreck right there, like I almost did. Holy moly, that distracted me. That guy was doing the breakdance on my radar. That was pretty surreal. Uh-oh. Hey, welcome in the dude. Not sure if you're in the live right now, but I do see you in the lobby. Welcome in, brother. Seeing you down there in 6th. Oh no, that was spicy. Just keep it on track. sloppy, but at least I didn't get some hang time. Not the best result, chat, but it is what it is. These guys are fast. They're not sleepers, I'll tell you that. Did they bottle up there, though? First place had an incident? Freaking River King just blasted up there, bro. Might have to give that Porsche a shot after this, or that Ferrari, whichever one they're on. It's just hard to get over how good this BMW feels in corners. Definitely seems like it might be a little bit better on the tire wear, but I'm about to find out. Yo, good win, King. Good stuff, bro. Yo, he planted it in the wall too, right before the Nordschleife started. On that freaking uphill left-hander, that real tight one. And he still made it up. He only lost like a second and a half, got back on pace. Good work, good work. It did have damage off, but nonetheless, to be able to come to a full stop and come back like that is epic. Good win, Nerber. Good win, bro. Hey, welcome into the chat if you're just joining. This is my 5th YouTube live stream. I'm just getting things sorted out. I'm probably having some OBS issues and stuff like that still, but if you guys have any, you know, recommendations on what I should do different, yada yada, just go ahead and drop it in the chat, let me know. We're just having open lobby fun right now with the new Hypercars, switching between Nürburgring and basically all the big tracks. Trying to get down the whole streaming thing, so appreciate you guys joining and giving me your time right now. Yeah, this guy is freaking fast. Oops. Yeah, even Mara up there. He's not even in the new Hypercar, he's just in the GR1. Bet. Alright, what track? Nope. See what we got here. Yo, what's up, the dude? Yo, the Porsche. All right, yeah, I'll try out the Porsche. I'm just not sure if we want to switch tracks. I'll tell you what, we'll do one more here. I'll put it in chat right now. Hey, it's good to see you though, dude. Appreciate you joining again. I'm gonna try the Porsche like you were saying. It's 963. Get this down. Yeah, you bought the BMW? Yeah, the BMW spot. I made sure I bought them all, but I mean, these cars, I mean, granted, they're all fast and kind of unstable, but that BMW just felt super planted, but I just noticed mile an hour wise, I cannot outperform these dudes. Not saying I probably could in this car either, but that BMW just felt great. Like any weird snap oversteer I'd get with this car, like instantly like that, I felt like that BMW would just be able to like save it a little easier. Anyways, I did wreck on the same exact corner, but yeah. To each their own, I guess. Oh, I wonder if Racer's Morph is having connection problems. Yeah, that's crazy. That is nuts. Alright. I think we're just gonna start it up right now. We'll run another one, just back to back. Let's see what we got. I guess I'll just have to try to be easy in this, but man, such a fine line between being easy and going too slow. And there's like, holy crap. A few corners and understeers, and that sucks. Yeah. For me, I think it might be the opposite. It might be getting on the go pedal too quick or too much, and I'm just wiping out. Trying to drive it like a GT3 car, but I can't, so. It's alright, I still take a stock car over one of these. Fun cars nonetheless. Alright, let's do this. Let's lock in, fellas. Good luck, Nerber. Good luck, Mara. Stoney. Arca. Alright, let's see. Oh, no, that's a dude. This super steel dude. Who was it? Well, let's see. Watch, because I know somebody. Yeah, watch, they're gonna hop up in the live. I'm gonna ask him right now. Or actually, I got an even better idea. Let's just do this. Here we go, chat. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's kind of who I thought it was. If it wasn't you, I do apologize, but yeah, we ain't gonna be having none of that, so. If I were you and I seen someone do that and you were back there and could be suspected of doing it, I would probably put that person's name out pretty quick. Let's see what we got. Let you guys spectate this, and I'll be right back, fellas. Change this over. Alright, chat, we're back, we're back. Set all this down. See what we got here. Apologize, this lobby kind of died. Only so much you could do, you know? There we go. Hey, at least we have a good lobby now. Good evening, nice to meet you to Smiley, and we got just Arca sitting out. I want to say sorry for the lobby being so crazy, but I mean, I don't know how to apologize for everybody else's actions. So. It's crazy. Hey, thank you for joining, everyone who did. That was some fun stuff. Good race, Nurber King. Have a good night, bro. Alright, for sure. Let's go try to lock in some daily race A. It almost came off right at me. That quick release on that GT3 is being a little funky on me. This one just comes right off, no problem. But the other one, I don't know why it could be sticky, but alright, let's see what we got here, chat. We got some daily race A. Let's see how far I move down the leaderboard here. Hey, welcome in if you're just tuning into the live stream. This is my 5th YouTube live stream ever. Just locking in, just got finished doing some open lobby fun. I had the room ID in the chat. We might do some a little bit later. We just closed the lobby we were in though. We're gonna go check out some daily race A, see where my time is at, if it dropped. And yeah, it dropped. It's alright though, we're still top 40. I'll try to get back up. What we're really trying to get is #1 USA. Be like Biff doing it for Dale out here, you know? You gotta rep North America. Just have some fun too, obviously. It's all in good spirit. Yeah, so this is the time we're looking for. 45.15 or 45.14. So 10th and a half. I mean, I feel like about every time I get on, I'm able to better my lap by a little bit, so let's see how we do it right now. Let's pop up this chat. See what we got. Let's make sure we go and load the ghost. Pro tip for here, no ABS. So we're gonna go and assist. We're gonna take it off default, put it on off. Another pro tip here is when you do the 3, 2, 1 countdown, you're gonna start at about 86, 87 miles per hour, and you're never gonna be able to get that back when you end your lap. So if you blow the first corner, you mess it up, restart. Keep restarting until you see your ghost stick to whatever you feel like is gonna better your time or in the guy's ghost. And yeah, and if you don't feel good about it, don't drive it the rest of the way around because you're gonna be about 4 mile an hour down. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's lock it on in. Let's use all the track when we start. Let's move it up to the wall. Try to put as little wheel movement in it as possible. Try to shoot for 92. Nope. Driving that a bit like the GR1, that ain't gonna work. Missed the wall. I mean, that would probably fly a little bit in a race, but not in qualifying. So we'll do it again. Missed the first corner. Hey, welcome into the live stream if you're just joining right now. We just had some open lobbies with the new Hypercars going. I'm just hopping on here right now on Daily Race A, seeing if I can better my time. Trying to get at least top 3 North America, top 5. If not #1, we're just showing. Need a 45.15, so need to make up a little bit, just over a tenth. We'll work up the road. As I just mentioned, pro tip here, if you mess up the first corner, restart, because you're never going to get the mile per hour back on your own. No, too much speed. So if you go around, even if you hit it pretty good, you're going to be about 83, 84 at pit road entrance. And you'll see right here, 86, 87. So this is what you want. Use all the road, try to build your mile per hour, work your way downhill. In your qualifying lap, you don't want to do that. Out lap, you do. Still a little too much through there. Tell you what, it is a bit of a change up going from racing softs and GR1 to comfort hards and a 65 Toyota, but it's what we like to do around here, change it up, drive everything, not necessarily get too stuck to one discipline. We'll just see what this lap is. And then you'll see the 83 when I come across the pit road entrance. Another weird thing I've noticed here is that I'm pretty sure these guys bounce the tire off the paint on the apron, and it slips the car and builds RPM. You can see them doing it right there. You just don't want it to push you off like it was kind of doing too much. Too slow. Got the wall. Never going to be able to regain, trying to work yourself back over to the racing line. A little bit more. It's just so scary to try to get back in the throttle so soon, because all it does is just push these front tires and understeer out to the wall. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much better I could do it, but hey, welcome in if you're just joining. Trying to better our daily race A time here, trying to get out of the top 40 back up to the top 10, and tell you what, it's a struggle. Pro tip here: if you blow a lap like this, you're gonna see how down in mile per hour I am. I'll be at 83 at the entrance, so about 2-3 mile an hour under pace. So if you ever mess up the first corner like I did, don't go back around, try to do the high thing, blah blah. I mean, I guess you could, but unless you have a really pretty wheel and you're not doing too much motion with the car, you're gonna scrub off too much speed. So it's better just to restart it. You're gonna see 83 mile an hour. We hit retry. We're at 87. So you just instantly gain. So we'll use all the track, go up to the wall. Let's just keep it rolling. Oh my gosh, it's right there. I'm pretty sure the fastest time in the world did do the whole outside line all the way around, but you have to hit this one perfect start too, so. Oh, brother. Brother. Just gonna take the one time you go through there and it just grabs right before the wall, so. See what we got here. Nope. I'm gonna blame that one on the Nodi. Be my one excuse. Another pro tip for here. ABS off. Oh, come on. Ay, ay, ay. So that means I need to get back in throttle like a half second sooner just to let the RPM start to build up, because you could see how I made it to the wall beforehand, but he had that little bobble in his turn, which let him get back in the throttle and just push all the way out, where I had to kind of wait and I leaned it out, but yeah, didn't work. 45.4, and I was on the wrong side of the road and I finished. Then see, when you start, you just start behind them, and it's pretty hard to ever get it back because you have to try to work back over to the right side of the road, and you just shave speed off the whole time you do that. Hey, welcome in, Vic. I just seen your chat right now, brother. Let me see what you got. Yesterday's race. Oh, I'm crashing. Yesterday's race was really fun. Hey, thank you for joining. Yeah, yesterday was one of our first like 3 open lobbies ever hosted on the channel. I often host open lobbies on here just in the past. I've been playing the game for some years now, so I just recently decided to pick up streaming and showcase my gameplay when I can and have some good laughs, show others what to do, show others what not to do, you know? Have some fun at it. But I appreciate you joining in and giving me your time right now, and I hope any of these tips I'm giving you is helping out, because this is like, it's a boring car, but it's a challenge. You think slower is easier, but it's not. Yeah, see, I either cook the wheel too much, which doesn't look like a lot, or I just get in the power too early and push the front tires. I mean, give me something. Yeah, good rule of thumb I've been trying to keep is oh, you were the Chilean guy in the lobby? Hey, I appreciate you joining nonetheless, brother. I met a bunch of fine Chilean folk. Just trying to meet new people every day, and seems like it's working out pretty well on here, so it's good meeting you, brother. Thank you for joining. Just trying to take everything one step at a time. I know I'm not gonna surpass, or I don't even know how to word it. I know I'm not gonna blow up overnight, so I'm just taking stuff, you know, one step at a time, and open to any constructive criticism, any advice, tips. Yeah, super new to this, super green, as I'm sure you could tell, but just trying to hop on when I can and showcase my gameplay and get used to looking over at the camera and talking and locking in while I'm driving. But I appreciate you joining, brother. There's only so much you can do with trying to put this is daily race A qualifying. So right now, here, I'll load you up right now. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so we're at daily race A. So right now I got 40th. Last week I got like 22nd. A couple weeks before that I got P4 global. Before that P6. So just been getting back into competitive racing within like the past couple months, and actually getting on like into sport mode and out of multiplayer lobbies and just having fun and doing this, and I've been doing pretty good. So I mean, I figured I'd try to showcase my gameplay and help others, or just build the community and take advice from others and have others help me if they can help me. um I'm not really asking for anything. I'm just kind of hopping on, and like I was saying, just hitting the go button first and taking that first step. So everything from here is just how it's gonna be. But thank you for joining and listening to me chop up my explanation for you. um, yeah, I'm just trying to meet new people, meet new friends. I see a lot of the good community that's on YouTube, and I just want to see if I could be a part of it by showcasing my gameplay too and helping others where maybe someone else is in a different time zone, they can't always get on. So just anything I could do. So I got #1 times ghost loaded right now, and we're seeing what we could do. Thought I was gonna be doing better in P40 on this one because the tires were the worst tires, and that's generally where I'll shine on. But yeah, see, I'm not even focused, cutting the corner too early. It's alright though. We got the advantage of having the mile per hour when we restart, so it's not too much of a kick in the butt having to restart every time. And 45 seconds allowed, so sitting pretty good. Just remember on here, ABS is off. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just need that mile per hour to stay and not hit the wall. Have I ever been close? Yeah, back in 2018 I got close. I was probably within like the first 200, 300, 400 people to reach A+, and that was right after they switched it from you could get like an S back in GT Sport when it first came out. And that's what everyone was shooting for, but eventually they lowered that to, like, well, I wouldn't say lower it. They put it to A+, and they made S. So if you've ever actually attended the live events, you could represent the S badge. So back in 2018, when I first joined Turismo Racing, I was doing dailies, blah blah, getting down on it. I would always be on a Sunday at midnight, and I started meeting Turismo Leicester. And before Gran Turismo Sport ever came out, I was watching the GT Academy 2013 videos. And if you don't know, Turismo Leicester is Mark Pinnell from those old TV series when they'd actually take Gran Turismo drivers and they'd give them the real life opportunity in the Nissan GT Academy, and they took him to Silverstone Circuit, and I ended up meeting him, and I started running into him every Sunday night when the dailies would change, and we just ended up hitting it off, having killer races about every night. And man, this was like 2018, so yeah, eventually I worked up enough courage to ask him if I could race with him, be on the team, and he had to make a couple calls or messages. It's been some years too. I kind of fallen off, but yeah, then and there I joined the team. But later in 2018, like, you could Google AI search it, but in GT Sport, the Gran Turismo World Series, you couldn't enter if you lived in Arizona or Quebec. So I lived in Arizona at that time, and I wasn't eligible to enter because each state / province had a different definition of what a prize is and how it's claimed. So down here it was technically online gambling before like a lot of those laws got changed, and it got popularized by like DraftKings and Sportsbook. So I stopped playing Gran Turismo, and I went and put like 5,000 hours on Warzone Verdansk when it first came out, because I started playing Modern Warfare like right when it dropped, Modern Warfare 2019, and started playing Gunfight. with my buddies that I'd hang out with in real life. We'd go and hop in Call of Duty, play Gunfight, and then Warzone came out. Put 5,000 hours in Warzone. Rank play came out. Got Iridescent. Was playing with like some top 250 players. Got bored of that. Always had the sim chilling by me, so started to get back on the sim, looking at all the rules again, and sure enough, it changed. And I started getting on. Like, I'd see a car when I was driving from work or driving home, and I'd be like, man, I want to get on that car and go on like the Nordschleife or something, or take it around Daytona. So I'd get home and, you know, get an itch to get on, and I'd do it. And I started doing that again for a while, and that grew into meeting people who like to do street car racing online. And before you know it, I was on every night, playing with people. We started messing with other cars, getting back in the GR3, and the rest is just kind of history. I've just kind of been jumping between all the cars since, and just trying to rediscover that pace that I had back then. And I feel like it's working pretty well, but there's so many more talented drivers now than there was when GT Sport first dropped, because like sim racing on a wheel around then and being super competitive at it like wasn't as big of a niche as it is now. So now there's a lot of talent out here, and you can't just mosey your way up to the top, kind of like some people were able to in GT Sport. And then now over the years, all those people that were learning in GT Sport got good, moved over to this game, and then now a lot of them are at the top, or they're just intermixed with the people that were already at the top in GT Sport, like Lester, I'm sure you've seen, and just countless other names, you know, Nico, Rubilar, Windfire, Defson, Prima Chords, AMS Lamb, all those dudes. I'm pretty sure his name used to be like Dodge Lamb back in the day. So I remember playing with all those dudes back in the day, but yeah, I kind of just dropped off from it because I couldn't even enter if I won anyways, so it sucked to try to go up there and set a time, and then you're just like, oh, well, I'm SOL anyways, so. Let me see what you got here. Hey, I appreciate you, Vic Morris. He said, really? Nah, you're in another league, dude. That's even more reason why you passed me like a jet when we were racing at the Nürburgring. Warzone 3, peak games. Yeah, bro, just, especially when Verdansk dropped, like, that was a good time to be in there. Gotten out since, but, yeah. After so many years of that, and then when they started doing crossplay on there, bro, I started playing people on PC, and before you know it, people are shooting at the wall before I'm even out of the building, and I'm like, nah, no shot. And I run past like a window frame where like they could shoot through actually, and it's like starting to hit me, and I'm like, yep, they're walling. So once you run into people like that, or cheating, or they're like, you get shadow ban lobbied because a bunch of people report you because people just get sad on that game, they just report you, so you get put in like shadow ban lobbies, and especially if you're good, and then you kind of take a gamble too, unless you know all the people you're playing with personally, that where someone that you're playing with that's an advanced player could end up having cheats, and then you don't know it, and then if you end up playing with them, you could get you can get punished for it. So after being in that scene and trying to do good and being stuck on PlayStation and playing people on like $5,000 PCs, I was like, I'm kind of getting sick of this. Like, it was fun at first and doing it when it was new, but I'm gonna hop back on Gran Turismo because there is no crossplay, and at the time I had a T300 and, you know, Thrustmaster T300 and T3 PAs. Played on those again until one day I was using my T3 PAs, and the freaking brake spring broke. It just cracked. So I was SOL on that, ordered a pair of T3 PM Thrustmaster pedals, which is just the plastic version, all plastic of the T3 PAs with a stiffer brake pedal, and I think it's like $50 cheaper too, better brake set, and yeah, used that for a while until my rig that I had an eBay like Placey Evolution rig where it was like the bar that supported the wheel ran in between your legs, so you can never like swing your legs in and out without smacking your shins. So I was playing on that for a while, and then once my brake pedal broke and I upgraded brakes and got the plastic ones that were with the stiffer pedal, and my whole setup started the flex, and like every time I'd smash on the brake pedal, the bar that was holding the wheel up that ran in between my legs would start bowing and jumping with my pedal plate flexion at the end. So I'd have my whole wheel and pedal setup going like an inch and a half, 2 inches down, jumping when I'd like go into a corner. So I'd be like on the Nordschleife trying to hard brake into a corner and turn it in. My wheel would be doing the jump. And I was like, man, I had enough of this shit. So I just upgraded and yeah, I just haven't looked back. It's kind of a bad thing to get into, but if you enjoy it and you put enough time into it and you use the equipment, then it just pays for itself, you know. Just depends how much you want to put into it. So now with all this equipment, yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I went from the play seat bar, like the seat that I was in before. It was once again it was like the eBay play seat rig, so it was all cheap setup, and the seat in it was like a lawn chair style. You could fold it and it'd lock, and then you'd pull it all the way back, you know, and that's how you'd unlock it. So if it accidentally tilted forward, you have to do the full depress and then bring it back up. And I don't know how many times it'd fall forward or I'd bump it, and then you'd have to move it all the way down. But then my steering wheel was too close, and then on the T3PA, you had to unlock the collar, take the screw out, take the wheel off, and then after so long on that, the seat started to fall out the bottom, and I had to start stacking bath towels in it. And I was doing all that while I was like racing competitively with these dudes like back in the day, you know. Like I started at the edge of my bed with a wooden rig and a T150 that I built at my friend's house when we were drinking, and we forgot to get screws, so we had like big ass lumber nails. And I just sat in his kitchen chair, busted out the skill saw out in the back patio. We cut our pieces, and I had my pedals with me, so I just literally squared them up to the pedals, made a square, and well, not made a square. So I had two long pieces that were like my frame, and then I had my end piece for each end, and at the front where I knew my legs were going to be out there, I just put my pedal set in there because I made the 2x4s the same dimension as the pedals, and I just put another piece of wood just to keep them in there from flipping and stuff, and just had the dudes hold the board up, and had the freaking T150 already strapped to the piece of 2x4 we had cut, so I just held it where I wanted to, and then had them smacking the nails on the side all crazy, and I got 1,200 races in GT Sport with that, and I had about 700 wins, and then I was racing, Mark Pinnell from the TV show I was just watching, and was doing good and beating him, and he was beating me, and yeah, that was like where my love and passion for like sim racing grew from, and like actually like catapulted from. Because otherwise it was get on here and just have fun and fucking be a killer and just carve corners, but you start noticing that there's a community out here of people that do this and they take it to real life, and that just had me hooked from GT Sport. Something you can't get in like another video game unless you play on PC, which I don't. So yeah, I mean, you could play the older NASCAR games, but those ones I just weren't the biggest fan of, I like the whole street car. And then back in the day, Gran Turismo did have NASCAR, so I'd get my fix of NASCAR on here, and if I wanted to play some oval tracks that weren't in the game, I'd go get on some NASCAR. But here I've been talking, running 45.6s, and I need to get that down to a 45.1. We gotta lock in on this one. Let's see if I can do it after all this talking. But hey, thank you for joining, Vic. I appreciate you letting me talk to you here. Get a little bit of practice in on the streaming, See how the front end pushes out when I get in the throttle like that? If it just went in a little bit more and just started to stay, like, that would be it. That would be what I needed. But nope. Biscuit. Hey, Vic says it's great to see you again. If you stream tomorrow, I'll watch earlier. Here in Chile, it's 2:21 a.m. I'm so sleepy. Hey, thank you, bro, for tuning in at 2:21 a.m. You're a legend, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Any support helps, and you're more than welcome to join anytime I'm live, or if I post a video, you go back check it out. I appreciate any of the support. I really do, and it's a good feeling to know that this is working. That I'm able to reach you out in Chile so far. So, thank you for joining, bro. You take care and have a good night. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Good stuff. Bye, Vic. Take care, my man. Thank you for being a part of the channel and helping me out here. Appreciate you. Look for the switch. Alright, maybe this one. Alright, that was easier in the pedal that time, you seen. I just don't want to see his bumper by the time I reach this transition, and I know I'm gonna. You see, I know I'm losing speed coming out of turn one, but I just really wonder how much I'm losing by not doing this like shimmy they're doing. They're slipping the tire like that. You can hear the RPM pick up, but at some spots it grabs and it doesn't pick up. Weird. It's like a video game thing. Let's see what we got. Man, I just need one time where I exit the corner and I move towards this bumper, not away from it. Seems like I'm moving towards it in the beginning, but it's costing me the most important part. So let's try to slow it down. See what that does, shot. Wheel slip, we gotta hit the curb a little bit. Nope, did not hear it. Wheel slip it here. Maybe. A little bit. $370. No bueno. Oh, come on. Ay, ay, ay. Go up the track and do it. Gotta take my own advice. Oh, come on. Give me something. Am I gonna have to go put a wing on my car or something just to trick myself into thinking I'm gonna go faster through that corner? Come on, this feels better. A little bit better. Look at that. Look at that. 294. I don't know, maybe I'll try to go around and get this mile per hour that I see the scopes pulling on me. Anyways, I restart when I tell everybody else to. So let's see if we can do it. Oh, not like that. I gotta actually lock in. Oh, brother, man. Yeah, that was gonna be a .3 flat. Oh, come on. Come on, baby. That's crazy. I felt faster than that. Nope. Nope. One retry at a time. Let's lock it in. Yeah, that almost seemed like that might kind of be the way, you know? I was complaining about how the front end pushes out. Might just have to do all that slide thing early and not use as much brake as them. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Close, but no cigar. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. Yo, that's crazy. He's still pulling, bro. Oh gosh. Nope. That was a fun slide though. Don't mind me, little bit of sliding around. Oh, it does. Did you just see that? It does. Yeah, it's a glitch. All right, so if you just seen that right now, chat, I just bettered my lap time on a lap that I wasn't even sure about. But as I entered in by the pit road there, I put a tire on the double yellow and let it slip off and like kind of stay on because you don't want to go all the way off because it's gonna push you. So if you plant your whole left front tire on and you try to stay on there, it's not gonna be perfect. So it'll naturally kind of not want to come off all the way if you're trying to, keep your whole tire on there. So it's gonna start doing that slip on you. Whereas if you're on the track completely and then you try just working it over real slow, it's just gonna keep pushing you and pushing you. You got to get a tire on it first and try to keep a tire right there on it and on the edge instead of trying to stay on the track and on the edge, if that makes sense. So start that corner with your tire on the yellow instead of trying to arc it in, and just stay all on the black and barely freaking tap the apron. You need to put one tire on the yellow, and that's what's gonna give you that weird lunge through the last corner. Literally just did it right now, better than that. So just save this lap time. We'll go back, check it out right now. Yeah, and speaking of, it's Alex. That's who it was with Turismo Racing, I'm pretty sure. Man, it's been years. Forgive me for not remembering. Good stuff though. All right, chat. We're doing pretty good tonight. We dropped it. Oh, let's see. Let's count the American flag. So one. All right, so I gained, I jumped one flag spot, but I jumped 21 global positions. So that's really good. Couple more pushes around the track, getting the corner right. I think we could well get up here. Definitely in the point ones. So with that being said, let's try a couple more. Let's test our luck right now. I hope it still keeps the ghost loaded. It should. I never switched cars, so. did not like it through there. See if we could put this practice into play, like I mentioned. Yeah, it's like right in between it. It's that weird little spot. You can feel how much it doesn't like it, so it tries to push you, and with the car, this caliber pushing you helps you. Helps you in the mile/hour zone. See what we can do. I think I'm gonna get him on one of these. It's gonna stick, and I'm at least gonna see his hood for a little bit. Yeah. I literally tapped it to such a small amount, never made a noise. That would have been my opportunity to stay in his ghost. But I tapped the wall with the micro tap. That one is not a micro tap, that was a big tap. Let's do it. There's no way he does it that perfect through there. He still gets it to slip, like. That's such a difficult thing to try to master. He's literally trying to master a glitch. $273. Oh. Hey, welcome in if you're just tuning in right now. This is my 5th YouTube live stream ever. I'm just doing some daily race A qualifying right now. We just had some open lobby fun. GR1, new Hypercars. We were doing all the big tracks. Just beat my my daily race A time here about 5 minutes ago. Let's see what we got here. So right now, trying to get P1. It's such a challenge to. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm trying to get up here to this gentleman's time right now, and yeah, it's a challenge to say the least. You have to keep a super pretty wheel and try to get the wheel straight when you're coming out of turn one, because if not, you just push out to the wall because you're forcing the car to understeer. And if you don't get in the gas early enough, which forces the car to understeer, then you're not going to have enough RPM to hold for the rest of the lap. So it's like this weird mix of slipping the tire and getting back into the gas without turning the wheel too much and letting it naturally hook up instead of trying to just force it. Because when you try to force it on these tires, you're gonna heat them up too much and it's just gonna slide out on you. So another pro tip around here is to have ABS turned off, and your mile per hour is always gonna be better on your mile per hour is always gonna be better on your retry rather than your finisher of your lap. And you can see here, starting to slip in the corner. And what I mean by slip in the corner is you see that little gray line. We're locking her up. The gray line that's on our side of the double yellow. That's where you want to get it. Let me see if I can see it under my wheel here. See, that's about where you want your tires to be when you're up on over here. We'll go over here right now and do it. Yeah, so this is where you want your tire. When you're up to speed though, it's gonna want to push or grab you. You can see like right there. That weird little grab. And you can see if I just watch. I'll go. That was actually a good example. We'll go around again and we're gonna show that. Let's go ahead and get it down there. Oh no. Bad example. But if you want a good example on a decent lap, we got one coming up right now. Let's pause this real quick. Yo, Stoney, you here? Mic check, Stoney. Yep. What up? Yeah, I stacked hella bread when I was doing the Tokyo races. We're gonna see if slipping the tire works a little bit. Maybe right here. No, under. I had a guy pop in earlier by the name of Vic on here on the stream. Cool guy. Said he's from Chile. Super engaging in the chat, which is nice, a good sign. He said he raced me the other day, and he said he raced us yesterday in the Nordschleife lobby I had open, and let me see what he said here. Vicmar? I'm not sure what his gamer tag was, but he said I was the Chilean guy in the lobby. Chilean. I don't know. Chilean. He said, he said, have you ever been close to playing in the World Series? And then I was telling him about what happened in 2018 with the legal thing and all that. And he said, not really. Nah, you're in another league, dude. And he said, that's even more reason why you passed me like a jet when we were racing at the Nürburgring. Yeah, hell yeah, thank you, bro. But yeah, he said he was up at 2:20 in the morning about 30 minutes ago over there in Chile. He was chilling, watching my stream. Hell yeah, that's a good sign, bro. That means whether you're searching it here or local, you know what I mean? You look up Gran Turismo 7, you look through enough streamers long enough. It's like, what else did he say? He said, if you stream tomorrow, I'll watch. I watched earlier. Um, he said, yeah, I don't know any Gran Turismo streamers who have been close to World Series. Well, there are, I will say right now on the record that there are Gran Turismo streamers that have been in the World Series. There have been plenty, but yeah. So don't think I'm the only one that is even close, because there's people that have been and they still do. So big shout out to those dudes. That's what you call being in the right place, the right time, and having the skill to do it. Unfortunately, I had the skill to do it, but I was not in the right place at the right time. But we're here now, getting down and rowdy. Got the best setup I've had. Time to go up from here, baby. See what we got on there. Whoops, I'm crashing. A 50 is what you don't want. Vetoed. Hey, welcome into the live if you're just hopping in. Try to lock down a top 10 worldwide live for you here. We got 19th so far, so just need that extra little bit. If I could slow down the entrance at least a little bit to try to not be so down at, like, I'm getting to the outside wall before him usually, but I'm just down a mile per hour, so I need to find a way to get my inputs done earlier so I could just get in the gas. Because otherwise, as far as just slinging it through the corner, you're coming out right in this dude's ghost or ahead of him, but he just has better RPM, and that's going to win around here. Too shallow. Too shallow. Look good for a split second. That's about it. But welcome into the stream right now if you're just joining. This is my 5th YouTube live stream ever. So if you have any suggestions, comments, any advice for improving, just feel free to drop it in below or say hi. See what we can lock in for you. You see that speed that it picks up and pushing out, I need to get done when the car's pointing a little bit more to the left. It seems like no matter how much you try to point it, it just understeers until you're just going too slow. So like, just gotta deal with it. So we got 19th right now. Just a matter of getting this lap in and just making it stick through the middle of it. Seems like every time you try to get in the power when you're supposed to, that's what upsets it. And if you just wait a little too long, you're gonna make the corner every time. So pro tip on this track, you're never gonna get 86, 87 mile an hour again coming outside of the pits or passing the pit road entrance. So if you ever burn turn 1 on your qualifier, just restart. Oh, night there, Stoney. Oh my gosh, that mile an hour is so close, but you just see what I mean? He's getting in the gas like a split second earlier than me. And he's also doing this weird little glitch jump on the apron here. Watch, you'll see whenever he jumps off the apron. I'll try to do it too. It's like this weird little rub you do on the line. You hear that? It picks up mile per hour. If you do it just right. That's why it keeps going down there and bouncing off. Otherwise, you could just keep a steady line around here, you know, really easily. But he's bouncing the car like that. And if you don't bounce the car like that and ride the glitch in the road, then you're not going to pick up that extra 10th that all these guys that are fastest are doing. They're not only hitting the rest of the track perfect, but then they're taking advantage of the exploit and the circuit. So yep, you see right there. Crazy. New technique time. We're gonna do what he does and blip the throttle. Or at least what I think he does. Just a couple days ago. Actually, watched the replay, so see what we got. I think I might be on to something here. Because I keep complaining about the speed that I want, but just not the angle. Maybe if I could do that blip in the throttle, it'll get that weird understeer moment over with before I hit the middle of the corner. No, I think I'm just trying to do too much with the pedals now. It's just slowing me down. Gotta get to 45.1 at least. Can't be more than 0.2 of a second back around a short track like this. That was what we wanted. Bro, that's it, chat. Fuck yeah. Come on, baby. Come on. Right here. Turismo-Russdog YouTube channel. Live. 5th live stream. Come on. I've been trying to get out of the point twos at least. You seen it right here live, fellas. They got P10 on the global leaderboard there. Hey, with that being the case, I think this is a good time to call the stream for tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining. If it was your first time in, welcome in. I appreciate your support. We're going to be streaming like this every day. We're going to be trying to grow the channel, and help others out. See if I could get tutorials up, stuff like this, and host open lobbies. We'll have a lot of fun together. You get opportunity to race with us and race with a lot of other A+ drivers, good drivers. We don't condone dirty driving, crashing, like just basically unsportsmanlike conduct. So if you like good sportsmanship, clean racing, fast fun, play with some top 10 players, you're more than welcome to join the stream anytime. But until next time, fellas, y'all take care and have a good one, chat.